Hi guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Friday, and I don't know about you, but it's been a rough week. I'm glad this week's over. Hopefully we can pick it up for the weekend and get things back on track. And nothing better to do that than some good music. And just this week I had one end up on my doorstep that really was a classic. I know we talked about soundtrack to Big Chill recently. All the classic songs that were on that one. And I mean, back in the old days, soundtracks were written for the movie. Once in a while, a hit song might pop out, like Unchained Melody or something like that. But a lot of times, it was music, it was background music. In the 80s, we had a bit of a trend change where they started using popular music as their soundtrack, and hence The Big Chill, Top Gun, movies like that. And this one, music from Forrest Gump, the soundtrack. 32 American classics, 2 CDs. And better still, it's a discount bin find, right? I don't know if you can see this. $2, 2 CDs, 32 hits, and some of the best music you ever heard. This one, the music covers a lot of decades. It's a lot of great tunes, and the only thing similar, or the only thing connecting them, is they're all great tunes. Let's take a look at what we have on here. A lot of different artists. I'm sure there's a lot you all recognize, but it's probably going to take most of the show just to read the list because it's that star-studded. We've got Elvis Presley doing Hound Dog, Dwayne Eddy on Rebel Rouser, Clarence the Frogman Henry doing I Don't Know Why, But I Do. The Rooftop Singers with Walk Right In. Boy, there's an old classic. Land of a Thousand Dances with Wilson Pickett. Blowing in the Wind by Joan Baez. Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. I Can't Help Myself, otherwise known as Sugar Pie Honey Bunch by the the Four Tops. Respect with Aretha Franklin. Rainy Day Women, 12 and 35. I mean, that classic old Bob Dylan hit. I remember hearing that first back, I'm going to say in the mid-60s. It was actually played on radio because there was a radio-friendly version at that time too, not quite as long. Sloop John B. by the Beach Boys. We've got the Mamas and the Papas doing California Dreamin'. Buffalo Springfield for What It's Worth. What the World Needs Now by Jackie DeShannon. The Doors doing Break On Through to the Other Side. And Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel. That's just disc one. And you'll notice, man, there's a lot of people on there that we've profiled already. A lot of classic artists. Let's take a look at disc 2, and it just keeps right on going. Volunteers by Grace Slick and the Jefferson Airplane. We've got Let's Get Together by the Youngbloods. San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Some Flowers in Your Hair. That's with Scott McKenzie. Turn, 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 Roger McGuinn, David Crosby, The Byrds, right? We've got a medley of Aquarius and Let the Sun Shine In with the Fifth Dimension. Everybody's Talking, Harry Nilsson. Joy to the World, Three Dog Night. I mean, who is not included on this? It's just amazing. We've got Supremes doing Stone Love. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head with B.J. Thomas. Mr. President, Have Pity on the Working Man with Randy Newman. Leonard Skinner doing Sweet Home Alabama. Doobie Brothers, It Keeps You Running. I've Got to Use My Imagination, making the best of a bad situation there with Gladys Knight and the Pips. On the Road Again, Willie Nelson. Bob Seger, Against the Wind. And we do have a little orchestra part in here. Alan Silvestri, a great trumpet player, doing the Forrest Gump suite. I mean, we run the gamut from folk to country to rock to rockabilly. I mean, it is all in here. And if you're looking for an album that's got a little bit of something for everybody, and again, one that's going to put a smile on your face, soundtrack to Forrest Gump. Certainly on the streaming networks, you can find it. Now, on streaming networks, I went on and not all the songs were available. Must be a licensing deal. Some of the songs were missing, so you didn't get all 32. Now, maybe different streaming networks have different licenses and might have a few more songs. And when I checked, like I say, there were a lot of ones that really weren't available. CD, if you can grab it, great. Hard copies are probably still available. You may not all get them for $2, but I mean, you start checking out those secondhand stores and the yard sales, you never know what's going to pop up. And this one was kind of a hidden surprise because it's been a while since I've seen the movie, and you know, you enjoy the music as it goes by, but you really don't realize just how many great tunes are in that movie. And to put this on, you put Big Chill on, You can go all weekend. Great music for a drive. Great music if you're out barbecuing, hanging by the pool, heading to the beach, whatever it happens to be for your summer weekends. Can't go wrong with that. So that's it. End of the work week. Kick off a weekend with some great tunes. Soundtrack from Forrest Gump. Everybody have a great Saturday, Sunday. See you on Monday. Until then, everybody take care. Stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.